Hey guys, Booligan here with Booligan Shooting Sports, and today I'm going to show you how you can all live your best Wesley Snipes dreams without the felony tax evasion, that is. This is a little bit of a front-end kit here that I designed to replicate the front end of the customized Mac 11 from the movie Blade. Now, the movie Blade, if you don't know, if you've lived under some sort of rock for the last couple of decades, was this Wesley Snipes picture that he was a vampire hunter. He was the day walker. He was part vampire. He could go out in the daylight. And he had some pretty cool guns. And one of his cool guns was a Mac 11. Now, it was kind of interesting because it was basically a Mac 11 with the back half of a 45 ACP Mac 10 kind of cut off and welded in place. And it created kind of a cool boxy look. And I've done a couple of things for this platform of gun. However, a lot of people have said, more people than I thought, have asked specifically, hey, can you make one that's inspired by the one from the movie Blade? So here we are. Now, it's specifically designed around this specific model of Masterpiece Arms, the 930T. You could also do it with the side cocking one, but it is designed around the steel framed 930T. And in particular, a specific version of that has a little bit of the extended barrel up front. I've done a couple of videos on this particular base gun. So this isn't necessarily something that a ton of people are going to get use out of, unfortunately. But I will, as with everything else, will release the files. And we can do tweaks on them possibly in order to fit different models, just depending on what we get from like the beta testing cycle. But how this works is this has an extended front barrel, and then up at the front, you notice there's a big muzzle here. This guy's a big flash can. So the muzzle end of this is threaded 1/2 by 28. So I got just the super inexpensive flash can. It's like $10 on eBay that just screws in place. And how this kit mounts up is it slides over the barrel without the flash can in place. And then you tap it back a little bit. I need to adjust the size because I got a little bit of tearing there on the print, but adjust the size for these little lugs that keep it from rotating. Slides over the barrel, locks in place there. And then you install that flash can, you put it in the front and you tighten it up, and it sandwiches the kit between the body and the flash can. I also added just a little cross bolt there that's just rear of that flash can that keeps it from the kit from moving forward. So it's locked in place really solidly there. And because it doesn't take any firing forces, because all of the firing forces here are held within the barrel, within that little front trunnion unit, within the flash can, this doesn't need to be like 100% infill piece. It certainly can be, but if you do print this 100% infill, it ends up being like a 300 gram print. It is chunky piece. So this one I printed at like 8 walls and like 50% infill or something like that, which even then is overkill for this because most of this is just a bunch of under space here that doesn't really take up any forces whatsoever. Now, in the original gun, the trigger guard was kind of cut and it was like extended all the way forward to the kit. Obviously, I didn't want to cut the trigger guard on this just because these are kind of not necessarily rare, but just a little harder to come by and a little more expensive than they should be. But yeah, overall, I wanted to have something that kind of looked like Blade's pistol, and now I have something that kind of looks like Blade's pistol. His pistol does have short magazines. So normally a Mac magazine is going to be something like that, which is a very cool look for sure, but sticks out a lot. In the movie, for the most part, he runs little magazines, and I made this short magazine using a Masterpiece Arms magazine that I had a couple of, and I just cut the bottom of it off, and I designed and printed a new plug here that kind of holds in place, and it gives it an ammo capacity of like 12 rounds. So it's a lowish capacity magazine, but it's just kind of a cool look. So yeah, this isn't anything crazy. This isn't anything earth-shattering or groundbreaking. This isn't important work. This is just kind of a reminder that this stuff can be fun. The guns can be fun. The 3D printed gun space, even though this isn't a 3D printed gun per se, that designing stuff to be 3D printed for guns can be fun. So yeah, files for this, as with all of my files while we're currently testing them, are going to be on Booligan Shooting Sports. And of course, as always, many thanks to you guys for watching.